Years ago, at this place, when a rather humble four-wheeled hero rose into our lives. That's our Mansa. Now, for everyone else, Mansa might be just another seller. But to our family, she was so much more than that. She was a therapist on wheels, a music stage, even sometimes a battlefield. Mansa arrived to our home on the day of my oldest cousin sister's wedding. And her first duty, undoubtedly, the trip to the wedding. From that day, she has never ever stopped. She has always come back with grit. Now, this is where the story gets personal. When the car was bought, my mother made a declaration. Not a casual comment, a full-on, mom-level prophecy. This car will only be sold when you learn to drive it. The you in question is me. And I was such a small kid who wanted to drive, but it was a distant dream. I had two twin brothers who would always claim the best seats, control the aux cable, and had very strong opinions about the volume of the song speed. We'd pile into the Mansa for weekend movie runs, long drives, and late night food hunts, and these movies and songs were always on repeat. The classics were on repeat. To the point that our usual driver, which is my mother, DJ, chauffeur, even sometimes the referee during our backseat wrestling matches, could quote entire scenes from her memory. Now, years have passed. The Mansa became more than just a car. She became the part of our family rhythm. In fact, I was so attached to it that I even wrote a poem about the car when I was around 10 years old. In child's handwriting, complete with rhymes that made no sense and a drawing that looked more like a spaceship than a car. But I meant every word written in it. Even in that age, I knew that Mansa wasn't just a machine to us. She was ours. She has been through countless airport pickups and drop-offs, always early, always reliable. She's been on long drives where the roads were so bad that you start praying halfway through. She's been driven fast, not by me of course, but someone in the family used to treat her in a way that she was auditioning for Fast and Furious Kerala Drift. She even had a brief encounter with the law, one trip to the police station, not me of course, and she has been driven lovingly, angrily, slowly, fastly, every way. She's had some engine hiccups, she's had her dance, she's had a broken tail light or two, but the next morning she always comes back up like nothing had happened. Like a loyal dog wagging its tail after a stormy night. Now I'm 19 years old, about to be 20, and I have my license. I have driven the same Mansa that once carried me as a small child in the backseat, sleeping. I have a young niece, and she is 12 years old now. She has never known this world without the Mansa in I do not just carry the vehicle. I carry everything that it represents, like family, patience, laughter, chaos, and even the magic of growing up together. One day, the Mansa will have to return. She might be scrapped, she might be sold, but the memories, they will stay, etched into us, mile by mile. With that, may I conclude this speech, but take a thought with you. Do you have something like my Tata Mansa in your life? If so, think about it, say thanks to it, or to the Toastmaster.